Enthusiastic Ideas, January 19th. Spontaneity. Some desire is necessary to keep life in motion, and he whose real wants are supplied must admit those of fancy. Samuel Johnson. Of all the fuels that can fire us up, one of the most wonderful is spontaneity. Of necessity, we spend the greater part of our time taking care of business, as we say. Things like food, clothing, and shelter have to be provided, along with an increasing number of other basic needs. But life can't be about these things entirely, and the desire, often quite strong, to break out of our routines and do something unplanned and unpredictable is not a bad desire. It must be managed with wisdom, admittedly, but there's no denying that spontaneity can be a potent force for good in our lives. It's an unfortunate person who's so busy being productive, quote unquote, that he can't be diverted from that once in a while. In the words of George Santayana, to condemn spontaneous and delightful occupations because they are useless for self-preservation shows an uncritical prizing of life irrespective of its content. End of quote. And not only that, the truly productive people are almost always those who know how to blend a little humor and impulse into their recipe for living. The benefit and the pleasure of spontaneity are two reasons to keep up with our regular work. If we procrastinate our regular duties, we may find that we stay in emergency mode most of the time, rushing to do things that can't possibly be put off any longer. In that mode, it's almost impossible to indulge the desire to do things spontaneously. But those who have kept up with their normal work have the luxury of being able to lay it aside when a spur-of-the-moment impulse strikes them. It's a nice reward for having been diligent. We need to appreciate the spontaneous people who enter our lives. These free spirits can be exasperating at times, but the truth of the matter is we're fortunate to have their influence upon us. They often furnish us with a much-needed invigorating force. It's a privilege to be inconvenienced by the person who drops by in the middle of the morning to say, "Let's go get a cup of coffee." As we said, spontaneity must be managed wisely, but true wisdom can laugh, it can giggle, it can appreciate a change of plans. And believe it or not, wisdom sometimes has no plan at all. In the words of Publilius Syrus, it's a bad plan that admits of no modification.